park with my new Comet Racing leather suit. It's a custom-made suit. Short and fat. I like to go to the gym. My arms are short, my legs are short. Off-the-shelf sizes do not fit me, so I had to get a custom suit made, and they hooked me up. They specialize in tall people, short people, fat people, any odd shapes that aren't just pristine off-the-shelf sizes.
How was the ordering process?
Ordering process is pretty smooth. They send you a sheet, you measure your limbs and arms. They tell you how to do the measurements. There's a video you can watch to guide you through measuring, or you can go see a tailor and they'll measure for you. And actually goes pretty smooth.
Have you had much chance to break it in yet?
I have not had a chance to break it in other than wearing it around, getting it kind of loose. You want to get it hot so it kind of molds to your body. This will be my first time on track with it. Hopefully it looks like this when I'm done.
Tell us about your bike and your helmet.
My bike, 2018 Yamaha YZF R6. Custom paint by me. It is modeled after Figment, the dragon from Disney. And this is my AGV Corsa helmet. And these are people watching me talk to myself like an idiot.
Stick with what you're good at.
There's some people watching me talk to myself like an idiot.
Hey, you know what? I even hit the record button.
Did you hit record?
I hit record! Any recommendations other than getting it warm to break it in?
Recommendations on the sizing sheet, I would recommend measuring your wrists and your calves and give them those measurements too, because those vary a lot. And I've got a little extra room in my wrist and my calves are a little tight. Other than that, it should break in fine. They made this suit with expansion panels so I can use an airbag suit under it, or an airbag vest under it.
So we'll check back in with you after your first session?
We'll see after I get some track time in it. See how it looks then. See how it feels. Oh, when you order, they also give you a couple. You can get custom gloves made to match your suit.
And a shiny bag.
And it comes with a bag. And a banner.
And a banner.
That's if you're a track brand ambassador, which I am.
Hello, Mr. Ambassador.
Thanks a lot. So that's one session down. Honestly, I didn't feel any restrictions or anything from the suit. The suit felt great. If there were any limitations, it was from me, not the suit. There was no pinching, no binding, no areas that I wanted the suit to move more, and it didn't. It felt fine. It breathes fine. All the leather's perforated unless you request it not to be. Some of the stuff where there's armor is not perforated. That doesn't really matter. The forward-facing panels are all perforated. Let's see. I don't have a lap timer, so I can't tell you my lap times. I'm slow, so I won't tell you my lap times.
How do those sliders...
If you use tear-offs, make sure you don't grab all of them when you tear off one. I tore off all 3 of my tear-offs. I thought I was going to get black flagged. Ah! They hung up. Flat.
How do you like the knee puck slider combo deal on there?
They're fine.
Yeah?
I didn't get my knee down much.
They look like that.
I've been racing for a long time, so it's not like a goal to get my knee down. In fact, racers generally use their knee pucks as a lean indicator. Touch your knee a little bit and then bring it back up and lean the bike a little more. When you're first starting out, I did the same thing. Everybody wants to touch their knee. And when I first started racing, I would grind through a whole set of knee pads in like a month or a track day or a weekend of racing. That actually slows you down. It's an anchor. So, a bit of advice if you're new to doing track days, once you get the ability to touch your knee, stop touching your knee. You don't need to.
How are the vents in that helmet?
Oh, AGV. Oh my God, it's like a fan blowing right on the front of your face. So the intake vents are right here. You can can open them and close them. I even had them closed on that session. Wow. But the air still comes underneath, and it's like a tornado of air coming right through the bridge of your nose. And it's, oh my God, they're amazing. They're worth every penny.
Cool. So happy suit, happy, what's that? That's a helmet. That's
Yeah, happy helmet.
Cool. And the bike had fun?
Bike had fun. It's my first time using Michelin tires. I've got no complaints so far.
Cool.
And it's only one session on a brand new set of slicks, so they should be sticking pretty well. I'll let you know throughout the day. Okay, so what is that, my third session?
Second.
That was only my second.
That was only your
Jesus.
second.
I'm fucking beat. So, Barber Motorsports Park is the reason that we moved to the south from Colorado. I love this track. This is my favorite track I've ever been on. If you live in Vancouver, Washington, it is worth the drive to come down here and do a track day or a race or whatever you can to get on track at Barber Motorsports Park. There's, oh my God, the elevation changes, the turns, the chicanes, long straight, it has everything. Going through turn 12, your front wheel comes off the ground and you ride it down into a combo of turn 13, 14, and 15, and then 16, 17. Oh my God, it's a great track.
What bikes have you ridden here?
Fuck. Ninja 250, Ninja 300, ZX6R, R6, few different models of the ZX6R. Yeah, it's an amazing track. This is where I learned to use traction control on a 636. Because the factory tires are not sticky.
So you rode in B mode today?
Yeah, I've been riding in B mode all day. I did a couple laps in A mode on an R6, and that was nuts. I'll probably do it again, just because it's fun. B mode with traction control, about a 3, I think, is where my traction control is. It hasn't kicked in. The tires are still sticking very good. Let's see.
How are your leathers feeling?
Leathers still feel great. They're getting nice and loose. I'll hit them with some leather conditioner tonight, make them nice and soft. The Dainese undersuit, it's got a zipper that goes all the way down to the bottom so you can pee. But after a session out on track laying on your tank, and it starts to stretch down a little bit, if you jerk this up, it jerks everything up and it hurts. Thanks for the zipper, but no.
This session you opened up your bottom vents on your helmet.
Oh yeah. Much more air.
Mm-hmm.
Didn't rip all of my tear-offs off this time. I'm finding some places to short shift a couple gears so I don't get squirrely and don't get the wheel up in the air. Skill I didn't have a few years ago racing here. I've raced here in the rain. That's fun. Oh, this track is fun in the rain. A lot of the pros don't like it. I don't know why. I was actually racing against Joe Giannotto in the rain. He clearly won. Let's see. So there's two spots that I found that are good to short shift. Turn 3. Turn 1 is a steep left-hand downhill turn, and then it swoops up and around for turn 2, and turn 3 is coming up over a crest, and you're on the edge of the tire coming over a crest. So if you short shift 2 gears instead of just shifting 1, you shift 2 gears. It doesn't give you as much torque, so your wheel doesn't come off the ground. You don't get as light and don't get squirrely. I just used to always get squirrely going down straight down into Charlotte's Web. And then you can downshift. I'm braking later and later into turn 5 or 4, Charlotte's Web, whatever, 4 or 5. I've seen a few different track maps that label it as 4 and 5. The museum turn is 8, I've seen it as 8A and B and 7A and B, whatever. That's why we have names. Museum Turn, Charlotte's Web. Another place to short shift is coming into turn 12 up over that crest. And I'm still getting my front tire in the air. It's a nice sharp uphill, and then it goes over a bridge, and then downhill, and then back up and around to the final section. It's a fun track. I like to think I'm in pretty good shape, and it fucking kicks my ass. I also think I'm kind of fat, so pick one.
Well, it's also June in Alabama.
Yeah, it's also June in Alabama. It's warm.
All right, so tell me about your session.
What?
Tell me about your session.
Well, we had our third call. Then we went out and sat on hot pit lane for about 6 or 7 minutes because they wanted it to be hot. And just being in Alabama in June isn't hot enough. So then we got to finally go. Had enough time for about 6 or 7 laps. Maybe 5 or 6 laps, I don't know, I wasn't counting. Hydration is very important. I started getting a cramp in my left hamstring. And so, a couple times I'd be going down into the turn, right in the braking zone, it would decide to cramp up. And I almost lost the front in Charlotte's Web. Like, my legs started cramping up as soon as I applied the brake, so I yelled and squeezed the brake a little harder, and the front end started to slip a little bit. Luckily the tires caught. I didn't go tumbling. I didn't have to do a Marc Marquez because I would be on the ground right now anyways. Whoa, that's getting really hot. And since we have this ridiculous huge toy hauler, it's our lunch hour and I'm taking a shower because I can.
So those Michelin tires are working out okay?
Yeah, that actually, I've got no complaints about the tires. I wasn't a big fan of Dunlops before I tried them, and same goes for Michelin, but now that I've tried them, they're not bad tires. I've got no complaints. I haven't got to their limit yet, so I don't know how they act at the limit. I have gotten Dunlops to the limit, and they're very predictable. I like that. So, I don't know if I ever race on Michelin's, then I may push it all the way. But this is just a track day, so I'm just going 80% maybe. There's times out there I just find myself kind of daydreaming. I'm like going through turns, I'm like, hey, this is fun. I'm like thinking about the track or something. And I realize, oh, I might have to play on track. I should probably pick it up a little bit. And then there's other times where I'm going through a turn and trying to hit apexes and getting it to slide a little bit. I'm like, oh, wait a minute, this is not a race. This is a track day. Either way, it's fun. I love this track.